like that. Now we get
Oh. Okay. Hey. How's it going? Hello. I am, you know what? You are first, Wyatt. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I really appreciate that. I'm about to get you on. Hey!
Hello, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I can't complain. The premiere was yesterday, so obviously I'm in a pretty good mood.
Yeah. The feedback has been great, actually.
Yeah.
There are some people who are looking forward to the next episode dropping.
Yeah, for sure.
What have you been up to?
Oh, just trying to stay safe everywhere you can. It's crazy times. And there is Dorothy. Hello, Dorothy.
Oh, okay. All right, cool. So,
I hope you're doing well. Congratulations. We made a TV show.
yeah, we did. And no one can take that away from us, ever.
Absolutely not.
So I'm just gonna wait a couple minutes, get people
Oh, no. Thank you, Dorothy. You looked awesome, too.
Professor Dawley. So I was like, what do I do? Don't worry. You are on the next 15 minutes. Wow. Did you have fans watching last night?
I guess. Because there was a live chat. Someone said they were a big fan of mine, which was a first for me. I've never had fans before, so that's cool.
Oh,
that was cool.
Well, I think it's just the beginning. Just the beginning.
It's like, Fawad, man, how you doing?
Huh?
I'm saying hi to Fawad, Professor Dawley. How you doing, man?
He said he's trapped in the messages. Celebrity status.
So, yes, obviously. I'm going to start cutting people in Starbucks.
We're almost there.
Getting there. Thanks, man. You were great, too. I appreciate that.
Yeah, no one can call out a student like So, Griffin, Wyatt, if you know what's so funny is that it just, when I look at you now, I can picture you being Wyatt or Griffin, like saying you're like, if I start calling you Wyatt, it fits now.
Yeah. Wyatt's cool. Wyatt, I found it very easy to fill those shoes. Wyatt's super cocky. He's not afraid to get in somebody's face, even if that means he gets tossed around, and I can appreciate that and respect it.
Yeah.
Because, he's not afraid to be a little sensitive when he needs to be. And, I think we could all afford to be a little bit more sensitive.
Yeah. So, what do you
I'm sorry, what was that?
Wyatt and Jared. That hallway. That was one of my favorite scenes. Honestly, every time I watch it, I crack up.
Yeah, because the funny thing, because when I thought about it, like I really thought about Jared and Wyatt's relationship, and I was like, okay, I mess with this dude so much that he hates me. Like he hates me because I'm friends with Brian, but he hates me also because I just constantly clown on him. And how could you not? He takes himself so seriously.
How could you not? That was literally that was one of my favorite scenes in the series. That whole thing, like just the whole from beginning to end. And when you were like, why don't you tell me? Why don't you tell me? I laugh every time.
Every time. I
I
find those moments with Wyatt to be kind of like cathartic because he doesn't care in the moment. He'll say it if that's what he's thinking, and you got to admire that.
Dorothy says he looks like he's from the
80s. That's nice. I guess it's nice. I did in fact I did do some real stuff today. I bathed and all that.
It's an experiment in cleanliness.
Yeah, you got to try some interesting stuff as an actor. Dorothy asked a great question. How does Griffin relate to Wyatt? It's a good question because I see a lot of similarities with Wyatt in the respect that he's a very weird guy. Like he and Brian mesh so well together because they're both kind of like outsiders, Wyatt's super weird and nobody deals with him because he's abrasive and he's rude, and nobody likes Brian because he's awkward and he's a zombie, So
yeah.
In that respect, I like the outsiders. I like the idea of someone who is not afraid to be themselves. So anybody that does that, I mesh with, and Wyatt is that to a T,
Yeah. Well, Richard/Artemis just asked, do you think music is drawing Wyatt away from his education?
I think education is drawing Wyatt away from education.
Yeah, Wyatt never seemed to be about it from day one.
Yeah, he loves his mom and his dad, and they want to see him be successful. So he wants to make them happy, even if that means kind of sacrificing the stuff that he wants to do,
So tell me about your experience on set with the actors and the cast. Yeah, the crew. Come on.
Oh, dude, I love it. I thought it was so much fun. Taha and Eric and everybody, and behind the scenes we had so many good laughs. And it's funny because I was thinking about this. I've been acting since I was about 16, and with that, you get a lot of stuff hammered into you from directors and coaches and all that. And one of the big things for me was that 15 minutes before you go on needs to be spent with your character. It needs to be spent thinking about that stuff why it's doing before the camera turns on, So what will wind up happening is I would get all sulky and hang in the background, and I wouldn't really talk to anybody. And it was so bad because you guys were always pulling me away because you were so funny, and you guys were always doing funny stuff like Eric and Fahad. Everybody's always so goofy, and we're always trying to have it. It's such a positive environment that it's like, oh, come on, I want to be a pretentious artist person, and everybody's out here having a good time.
Dorothy has a question, but before I get to Dorothy's question, it's funny you say that because in the editing process, right before calling to action, I would see your face. I'm just like, he's in it. Got it.
Yeah. Griffin clocked out.
So, question is, was Wyatt a difficult character for you to portray?
Yes and no. I've played characters with ambiguous natures to them before. So in that respect, playing as to a character who's not entirely sure how he feels isn't what's difficult about it per se, but it's like you want to try to always appreciate the perspective that he's in. And with that comes a lot of questions about how Wyatt was raised, what his stance on X and Y are, and how that leads him to Z, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So, and Wyatt has a very like nuanced upbringing, being raised by zombies, and being raised on music he might not have, and music and art and so many different elements that he might not have been introduced to had he been born and raised by his biological parents. So with that, it requires this, like, you got to put a lot of thought into it. You know, you really want to figure out who you're playing. You really want to know who you are, always.
I love that. Oh. Old. Okay, sorry. Okay, well, do you have any questions or insights regarding Wyatt or me or the story or surprises? Oh, hey, Ashley.
Hello. Questions about Wyatt. Is he coming back? Come on. Fans want to know. Come on, dude.
Whoa.
I know. You're.
I love it. Very strategic. I love it.
That's okay. You can instant message me after the live, and we can talk terms.
Here's what I'm going to say. We are going to be talking about season 2 on the last live Q&A.
Oh, so it's not the one I'm in. That's who's being strategic now, Lise.
You knew what this was.
Oh, all right, I get that. You think you could just come into my life, change everything, and just walk out? That's fine. That's fine.
Yes.
How was Lisa as a director? I love Lisa. Lisa's great. She's always super accommodating. You know, it's funny watching you behind the scenes because you're always thinking like a million different things at the same time. That like the thoughts start to bleed into each other. Okay, so I gotta bring the catering in at 2, and I need to make sure this guy has this shot lined up, and I gotta make sure this guy has the catering lined up at 5 o'clock. It's just all this stuff. I admire how like you have the hardest job. I just have to I have to go behind the camera and look pretty, and you're doing basically everything else. So I gotta respect that.
Don't underestimate how much effort it takes to look pretty in front of the camera.
It's hard. I gotta sleep 8 hours a day. I have to live.
To your comment, Ashley, about Ray coming back as zombie next season, it's possible. It's possible. It's possible.
You gotta bring everybody back.
So
you gotta bring back Salutations Nation. That was best part. That's my favorite show.
Oh yeah, Maria's a joy.
She's so funny. She's so funny.
Maria, reporters, you know how they are. You know how
yeah, right.
Okay. Oh, okay. All right. So before we let you go and bring on Professor Dawley, are there any questions that anyone has for Wyatt or Griffin?
Have I heard the full theme song? I have heard the full theme song. I play it in the whip, you know? It slaps.
Yes. Yeah,
I love it. It's so cool. It's such a good song.
So we real quick, speaking of music, we have 5 songs that were created for the show. So
we got to put out a soundtrack.
yeah. That's what we're
got to
working
put
on.
out a soundtrack produced by Y.
Whenever you're ready to come into the lab. Whenever you're ready.
For sure, for sure. I'll let my people talk to your people. Oh yeah, the music video. The music video. Gotta get that going.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I think Wyatt's the type of producer who comes in and he shouts his name. You know, like he's like a DJ Khaled, you know. It's like, yo, what up? It's Y! Every time.
Every time.
Every time. They love it.
Oh, well, actually, we're working on that, actually. And Fawad, are you still with us? Nod for yes. Like I may not be able to see a nod. A yes, a no, maybe so. I don't know if he's here. He was here. Oh, actually, something like Thriller there was a promotion that we were going to do with that, actually. Oh, there he is. There he is. All right. Well, thank you for coming on, Griffin.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me. Thank you.
Of course.
And before I go, I just want to say, you know, for everyone watching and everybody who was watching later, thank you so much for supporting the show. It means a lot to all of us. We love you very much. Talk soon. You want?
Yes, that was just me. All right. Can you hear me?
Yeah. I was just trying to say my sentimental goodbyes.
It's so crazy. Technology is weird. All right.
It really is. It's a good thing we don't make TV shows or anything.
Okay. Thank you for coming on, Griffin. I look forward to seeing the rest of you later. We'll talk. We'll definitely talk.
Absolutely.
Oh, and real quick, what are you wearing, Griffin? What are you wearing?
Oh, only the nicest, most stylish merch this side of the Mississippi.
Ah, the Zombie Chronicles t-shirt. Oh, wow.
Yes, I know. I think it accentuates my figure.
How can I get one of those? How can I get one of those?
How can you get one of these nice t-shirts that says the Zombie Chronicles? Well, it's funny that you asked that, Lisa. Check out the promotional stuff.
Thank you. Bye. Bye. Where did he go? I'm looking for you, Fawad. You were just here and then you were gone, bud. All right. Well, in the meantime, does anybody have any questions for me or about the story? Oh, there you are. Okay. I'm trying to find you. It won't let me. It's so weird. Oh, there you are. Okay. Waiting for you. I see a couch. And okay. Here we go.
Oh, what? Oh, hello there. Oh, wow. Oh.
Hello.
Welcome. Hi.
How are you?
I'm fine. I was just here reading in my study.
You look very distinguished. Very, very distinguished.
Just having a little bit of early afternoon Atkins. Late afternoon Atkins. All right. My first Instagram Live. Can you hear me?
Oh, give me 1 second, Fawad. I am having some kind of technical issue where I cannot hear.
Can you hear me now?
What you're saying. I don't know what I did.
Hear me? Hello? Test, test.
I hate technology. All right, can everybody else hear Fawad?
Can anyone hear me? These are my hands. What do I do with my hands?
Yes, no?
Yes? No? Hello? Hello?
When you yell, I can kind of hear you.
Okay, wait. Let me try.
I think this is a user issue, and the user being me.
Wait, she can hear me. She can hear me.
Okay, so the people can hear us. I just can't hear you. That's
Lisa!
fine.
Hey, Lisa!
Oh, you got a question though.
We just do it like this. What? They can hear both of us. Can I do it sideways? Will it work? Am I good? Is my video sideways? We should call this middle-aged people learning how to use Instagram.
Okay. Why?
Okay, no. Yeah.
All right.
All right, we good.
Wyatt did ask for an extension on his midterm though. Just thought I'd
Nah,
let you know that.
No. Nah, hell no. He knows the rules. He knows the rules. He has to put it in right. Give it to my secretary. So hi, what's up? Hey.
Oh,
Hi.
where is this?
Hi. Hey. Oh, what are you doing here? Welcome to my home. Welcome my lovely. I've got globes. I've got globes.
Oh, that's a nice setup you got over there.
That's family home, baby. Would you like a tour of my home? What are we doing? What is this?
Okay, so
Can you hear?
we're gonna do something weird. I'm going to ask you questions because you can hear me.
You can't.
And then I can't hear you. It's not you. It's not you. It's definitely me. I
Every
am the problem here.
relationship I've ever had in my life. She can't hear me. That is not my fault.
I wish I could lip read. Hold on.
I would be cracking jokes on Lisa the whole time now. Tell us how it
I
went.
do not know what I pressed, but
Oh, Dorothy Newton. Okay, well, Dorothy has asked how it went behind the scenes.
this sucks.
Let me tell you a story. This is going spectacular. Let me tell you a story about
Dorothy wants you to tell us how it went behind the scenes.
Got it. So I used to go to a thing called Naked Angels in Miami. It's a film meetup group. I'm an actor. As you can tell, I'm an actor. I act. And there's this thing for actors in Miami. And I went. And I met a lovely filmmaker named Lisa Waring, and she had a script. And she was doing readings of it and getting different actors, many of whom are in the movie. This is great. I was not in the movie. I was not cast. I was not invited to audition or anything. I didn't pay attention. And then suddenly I saw a message on the Instagram.
Oh, Naked Angels.
I saw a last second message, like an emergency message. I saw somebody going like, the message was hilarious. I wish Lisa could hear this. The message was, I can say anything I want about Lisa right now. It's great. The message said, it was like, oh my God, we lost our actor. Like, we have no actor. Anybody who can play a professor, anybody, literally anybody on earth. We will take anyone on earth. It was something like that. So I replied, as an actor does, with my resume and my headshot. And she was like, oh my God, thank God. Yes, come tomorrow. Please, whoever you are. So it's a tough audition process is what I'm trying to say. The selection is very stringently, very high standards. So I showed up with my car. I can't see the comments. Okay. I don't know if anyone's commenting. Dead silent. Okay.
So, Fawad, I'm going to let you do the reading and the talking. I'm just going to be quiet and let it record.
Is this a monologue?
Because I cannot hear you, but our loving, adoring fans can hear you.
Okay. All right. So, midway through the story.
You are now the host. Take over.
All right. So, like I was saying, so Lisa sends me this message, and I sent her my headshot resume. She's like, I don't give a shit. Just show up, like politely. She was like, yes, please, anyone. So I show up. I drive up to Lake Worth, which is like an hour and a half, 2 hours away from where I was. But I drove up because I'm an actor. Because you do that. Because in South Florida, when do you get a chance to be in an awesome zombie thing? So I went, and I had like this hoopty car, and I was full of. I just emptied my closet because I didn't know what kind of clothes she wanted. I didn't know what this character was. I don't even think I knew. I don't know. She sent me a script. I think. I was like trying to read it while I drove or something. Okay, so I get there. And I unload all my clothes like a crazy person into the hallway. Man, I can't see the comments. Now my comments are saying, shoot, man. Comments? No, okay, anyway. So I'm in the hallway. We're there. I'm like in actor mode. You know, I do improv. I can handle this. Cast is very nice. Crew's very nice. Everyone's nice. Lisa's awesome. It's great. I think she's the director. She sounds like she's the director. She's talking like she's the director, probably the director. So I get the script, and I'm running the lines. They're very impressed, apparently, because I'm like in the next room trying to learn these lines, acting out in the classroom, an empty classroom. They're like looking and like, oh, wow, this guy's legit. I've been on some TV shows, you know. I've been on some things. I played like Extremist #2 on Homeland. I've been like a cab driver here, there. All right. So, no, I play other things. I play engineer's doctor. I cannot see any comments from anybody. I'm just going. So, it's all going to go great. And then the wardrobe. I'm like, okay, which shirt do I wear? And Lisa, now those of you who've seen Professor Dawley know that Professor Dawley in episode 1, our man likes a tight shirt. He likes a very tight shirt. On a not too fit body, he likes a super tight shirt. And the reason is, I had like 4 dirty shirts to choose from. And Lisa's like, I'm like, how about that red one? And she's like, yeah, red's good. But that green, though. And I was like, how about the red one, though?
Sorry, I didn't realize that you hadn't seen it. Griffin asked, how long have you been doing improv?
Oh, I've been doing improv since 2006, 7 in Miami at Laughing Gas Improv. I saw a show. I liked it. Started taking a class. Joined the group. Started performing every week. I was the only Pakistani guy in the cast or in the entire acting scene. Up to Chicago, studied at Second City and Improv Olympic Theaters. And we're in a lot of trouble right now because people are like calling him out for like racism stuff. I didn't see it.
It was a character choice.
The shirt. Right. Back to the shirt. So Lisa's like, that green one, though. And I'm like, the green one? I was like, are you sure you don't want the red one? Because that like, so he's like, no, we got a whole green thing. You don't even know it's the thing. We're doing green. So I put this green shirt on. This shirt's buttons are like about fit to pop off of my body and shoot into the eye of the other actors. And we do it. And if you look, there's a little Easter egg. In one of the shots, I noticed a little bit of belly flesh. So anyway, the point is, my character is a very sexy man, very comfortable in his body. And that's what I wanted to bring to Dawley. I can't see comments. How do I see comments? Can you see comments? I can't see a damn thing. Hello? Lisa, you do the comments. Lisa! You read the comments and tell them to me! Lisa!
I think you're yelling my name. Are we talking about the green shirt?
Yes, you're talking goddamn green shirt that you made me wear. Ruining my rep. Look, I lost weight. I have lost weight. I have lost weight.
What's that you're wearing?
Huh?
What's that you're wearing?
Oh, what am I? Oh, this is a little bit of. Look, Zombie my nature, yeah. Okay, so we get through the shoot. It was great.
Oh, read the comments.
I can't read the comments.
Okay.
How do I read the comments?
All right, so.
Can't see a damn thing.
Yeah, zombie by nature. Also, going back to the green shirt, you nailed it, Professor, and I think it just worked really with your character, honestly. Like I enjoy you. Listen, guys. This man is so awesome. He was on set for 1 day, and he gave me so much to work with that I had to throw the rest of it into the behind the scenes episodes just so it can like get out there because I loved all of it. And you know, don't be surprised if the professor shows up in season 2. I mean,
hey, you heard it. I got a job.
How much money does a teacher make these days? He's gonna have to have a second job. Who knows who he's gonna come across on a second job?
Okay, the comments are back for me, so I will read them now. Oh wow, there's a lot of comments. Okay,
I told him about the casting.
Casting.
Oh man. Oh yeah. Yeah. That was a last minute miracle.
Casting.
Somebody bowed out. They had a family emergency, and
Okay, here we go.
Rod
Director
to the rescue. I was in
Walter
desperate need. I was like, who could be here tomorrow?
Griffin.
You
Yeah,
came strapped and ready.
Improv work on set. I'm reading these comments now. Really, I have to go watch now, says Dorothy. Yes, he did. Lisa reads Griffin's last question. Nothing wrong with the tight shirt. Thank you, Dorothy. Thank you for your body positive comment. I appreciate that.
Ah.
Yeah. Lisa, tell him he nailed it. Lisa, tell me I nailed
What's your favorite person to work with? That's what Dorothy's asking.
Me? Lisa.
Okay, I heard that. I read that. I saw the lips move. Oh, that's a nice strategy to ensure your spot for next.
I've worked with a lot of directors, so I've been lucky. Like, I'm one of the actors in South Florida that for some reason, probably because, like I said, I'm the only Pakistani dude, like, in the state of Florida, kind of, almost. I got into acting when we were still getting some, yes, brownie points for a show. We used to still have, South Florida used to have, like, big budget productions a lot.
I want to hear what's being said.
Movies. And we lost them all when the state of Florida didn't pass the tax incentives for TV and film. They went to Atlanta. So I got into acting when we still had some. So I was able to be on shows like Burn Notice. And in the Southeast in general, I did the show Army Wives. I did a few shows. I did Homeland. I did a few shows. Like I started get randomly, like a dream come true, like randomly. I was just doing improv in Miami at a little theater. I got an agent, which was not hard. And then they started having me audition. I get these parts. And I still, once in a while, I'll get on, like I was on the blacklist like a month ago. Little parts, but fun. So I've been lucky. And I've been on these big sets and stuff. I worked with a few big actors. I was on a movie with George Clooney. I was a waiter. Be impressed. Yeah, like 3 lines. But so I've worked with different levels. And with a small budget production like Lisa's, you appreciate when there's that professionalism, and she's got it. Like the set is professional. It's a good vibe, like Griffin was saying. They're on schedule. The crew's experienced, and the newcomers are being welcome. And it was just great. It was great. Actors wise, everyone was good, man. Everyone was good. So I loved it. Next question.
So for anybody listening or watching, I can't hear what Fawad is saying. So
this is great.
If he's giving me compliments, I'm not being a buffalo about it. I just can't hear them, guys. Okay? I'm making sure there's disclaimers in this video. I'm gonna listen to this after we're done. So, George Clooney owes me money. It's too funny. Are you buffering for what? King of Queens. No way, Brittany. You are buffering.
Resend it.
Okay. Resend it. Okay. Okay, hold on 1 second. Alrighty. So Fawad is okay. So his connection dropped. Oh, hey Brittany. Okay. So I'm gonna give it a second and see if he comes back on. Okay. I'm trying. Oh, perfect. We have a few more minutes. I'd love to get him back on. Okay, hold on. Let me see if I can get it going. Hold on. I don't think your connection is strong enough yet. I'm trying to get him back. I want the professor back just like you guys do. Oh, there he is. Okay.
Hey, I'm back. Can you hear me now?
Hello.
Hello, can you hear me?
No, still no sound.
All right, it's all good. Okay,
I
so
think something. Hold on.
it's all good. So yes, we're back.
Sorry. Oh,
and
hey, I can hear you now.
I can't wait.
I can hear you now.
Hey. Oh, snap!
I can hear you now.
Nice.
Yes.
You plug the speakers in.
Oh, my
We should
goodness.
title this episode "Middle-Aged People Learn to Use Instagram." Although you're younger than me, way younger.
Ouch. Well played. Well
That's
played. Did you see Dorothy's last question?
What was it?
What does Zombie Chronicles mean to you?
Zombie Chronicles means to me a wonderful chance to support the local acting industry. I'm very much a local actor. You know, I direct a theater show, an improv theater show in downtown Miami, and I attend all the acting events that I can. I'm blessed to have an agent in New York and get fairly regular auditions for New York, Atlanta, sometimes LA, and book occasionally and go up and shoot things up there. So, and then whatever comes along, I try to be supportive of and go to my friends' things and different things. So, I mean, for those of us who are addicted to this thing and can't stop, we Ashley said The Rock stole all her movie parts. Me too. He does it to everybody. We get used to it. No, so yeah, like I got him on speed dial.
Oh.
Okay. So anyway, the Zombie Chronicles for me is a chance to really work on like a real thing locally, which is a blessing. You don't get that all the time with somebody like Lisa, who's got that right mentality, and the cast is all like good. And it's a fun shoot, dude. Acting on a real set is one of the funnest jobs on. It's not a real job. No one should ever complain, because it's just you're just playing pretend for a day. You know, my family has a construction testing company. I test concrete all day, and then you get to go and pretend to like teach a class about zombies with a zombie. Come on. Yeah, I tried for Wyatt, but he had the finesse. This is true.
True story.
Yeah. I'm still trying to get those early cards.
Do you do private lessons? That was a question that was asked.
Yeah, man, you got the money. You got it now. Let's do this. I'll come to your house. No, yeah. We do actually have an improv drop in at my house usually until the COVID. We had every Thursday night. I have an improv thing called Short Round Improv, and the theater group I'm in Miami, the Front Yard Theater Collective, is pretty open. We invite people. If you want to sign up, you just send me a message and we'll see. I don't know what the deal is with the Corona, but yeah, I'm down. Lisa and I have been talking about doing something, maybe some kind of class.
Yep. 100%. Yep.
But you know, another thing I loved about Zombie Chronicles is the chance to be in. I'm a super nerd for like every genre, sci-fi, comic, everything. So this is actually my second zombie thing I've been able to be in. Lisa didn't know this. Yeah, you did. You saw my resume, so maybe this is why I got hired. I was once the voice of assorted zombies in the movie Zombie Driftwood, which was a low-budget zombie movie set on a cruise ship. And I was not in it, but my friend Eric did the sound for it, and then he had me come in and do like half the zombie noises for that movie, and it was great. It was a comedy. I was like zombie newscaster. I was zombie. It's a lot of things. Other questions?
Okay. That sounds amazing, actually.
Oh, it's not. The film is not.
Okay, you know what's so funny, right? When I was doing behind the scenes, there's something you were talking about that you were on, and how bad it was. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna take the tail end of this so no one knows what he's talking about because it's freaking hilarious, and put it on.
Yeah.
You remember?
which thing that I was on that was horrible? Huh.
You want to say it right now?
Look, man, you're an actor. You act. You show up and act. I do the same thing on the Hollywood sets that I do on the student films, and I look like crap on the student films. The Hollywood makes it look good because they edit and cut. So,
all right. Well, for those of you who are interested, actually, we do have a production 101 workshop that we do online, nxtglobalproductions.com. And we provide a snippet of everything: screenwriting, directing, acting, producing. And beyond that, that's what Fawad is talking about. We're going to be doing exclusive workshops specifically tailored for screenwriting, for acting.
Yeah, and I don't mind, I'm I stumbled into an improv acting class, like I said, like 10 years ago, 11 years ago. And the teacher, Gerald Owens, who's still in South Florida, he teaches at New York Film and TV Academy now in Miami Beach. But he just taught us in a way that was very inclusive to just like give people information and, the door's wide open, everybody come in kind of stuff. So I'm down if anybody ever wants any advice, tips on acting stuff. Not that much going on in South Florida, but.
Well, we'll see. Working on it, trying to make it big.
This lady's the one.
Wyatt. God. Griffin, what did I tell you, Griffin? He says, what has been your biggest inspirations for acting?
For acting, so I love acting. I studied writing at college and drawing, and I like singing a little bit, although I sound horrible. It's all the same creative urge, and this was just the one that I happened to stumble into an acting class in South Florida with a very giving teacher who gift wrapped a local acting career. Said, this is how your resume works, this is how your headshot works. So I started doing it, and it's just a chance to use that creative urge. When I first got in, I was doing improv, but that summer I had stumbled across radio plays, British radio plays. I was going on a family trip to Pakistan, and at the airport in Heathrow, I found like the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. They were completing the radio series in 2000 something, and it was so good. There's like big stars in it. Christian Slater was in it, different people were in it. And I listened to this thing while on this family trip to Pakistan. So I had all these different universes in my ear, and I'm walking around seeing this like alien environment. We go every year. I love it though, Pakistan. And when I came back, I would do acting classes. I would sit at the family business doing data entry, listening to BBC Radio, because their archives are online. If you go to BBC Radio 4 Extra, it's like their whole history of radio drama. And it's still a living art form over there. They usually try out TV shows first on radio. And I was just immersed in it. And the classics, Shakespeare, it was like rekindling all this stuff. So I guess that's a good one for me, is radio drama and British radio drama. Love it. And comic books, comic books. What else?
Okay. So ultimately, Brad Pitt.
Yeah, basically Brad Pitt. He is good, man. And he chews in every food. Like he eats. That's why I picked up. You got to eat. Every scene you got to be eating something.
Don't know that. A lot of people don't know that. That's the pros.
Brad
Okay.
Pitt's good, man. Don't count on. I like Brad Pitt though. He's good. Me and Brad went out for a part once, same part, and it was for the cab driver in Deadpool, and so I see Brad at the audition room. I'm like, oh damn, there it goes, But he actually gave me some tips before I went in, and then I was like, Brad's a pro. Brad's a pro, dude. See that? That's respect. And neither of us got it. It went to that skinny Indian guy, but what you gonna do? Will we see you in the rest of the season, Lisa?
Yes, he does make another cameo. He does make another cameo.
We don't use that word, Lisa. We don't use that word cameo, okay? As an actor, you never use the word cameo.
I apologize. No, you are. You are. You are. You got the credit, IMDb, all in it. All in it.
Oh, how long the part is. What is the best line in front of the camera you have ever uttered? The best line I have ever uttered in front of the camera. Well, let me think. It's so hard to choose from so many lines. Okay, no. Actually, I was gonna say a joke, but legit, my first ever acting job was on the show Bird Notice, and I got to work with Bruce Campbell, and I freaked out. I was like so happy, and then they called me the day before, and they were like, "Hey, do you know any other Pakistanis for this embassy scene? Because we need Pakistanis and Indians for this Pakistani embassy scene." I was like, "Yeah, I know Pakistanis." So like, I brought with me, and in the background of my first ever big thing, you see like my little brother, his best friend, my cousins, their uncle who's just visiting from Pakistan, like illegal to work in America, brought them all with me. It was great. And there was a part in the middle where there were no lines, it just said that Bruce Campbell's character is causing a big ruckus in the embassy, and my character, the embassy chief, and the staff were trying to they said, try to calm him down unsuccessfully. That's all it said. So I was like, right there, I'm gonna say whatever the hell I want. So I just started shouting at him, and he started shouting back, and I chased him off the set, and I was cussing him out in Urdu, in my language. And I turned around, and the director still didn't say cut, because the director was like, what the hell's going on? So I was like, started cussing out like everybody in the room in my language. And then he said cut. Bruce was like, what the hell? Like, he picks his head and he's like, oh, wow. So we just kept going. We kept going. And anyway, I remember at one point, Bruce Campbell, we're just improvising. The director comes in eventually, he's like, cut, what is this? Like, less you, more Bruce. Bruce was like, shut up. I like it. Let him go. We're having fun. So we kept going. And but there was one point at which he's like, blah, 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 blah. And I go, you don't tell me what to do. I said to Bruce Campbell in character, I'm like, you don't tell me what to do. Who are you? And he was like, oh. And I remember the moment. He's like, oh, shit. And he's like, then he felt back. It felt great. So that's my favorite moment, like when I told him that. And you see it in the scene, in the TV show, like his head, like it's a little scene. It's like at the start of season 2, episode 3 or something. And he's like, whoa. So I was like, I got him. And he gave me a handshake after that take. He was like, man, I'm Bruce. What's up? I was like, yeah, Bruce.
Okay. Well, here's what I will say, guys. Tomorrow is the premiere of episode 3 and 4. So look out for those. And you will be seeing more Professor Dawley tomorrow.
Are you going to see a certain artwork?
Yes.
Oh.
Yes. I think you're gonna like how we did it. Like it was what's the best way I can describe it? It was a blatant homage to what you did. We didn't try to make it subtle at all. We were like, bam. And
don't know. Sometimes on sets, I like to draw a little bit, like randomly.
Yeah.
So there might be something else in the scene.
Yes. So look out for that, guys. And be sure to stay tuned. Subscribe to the channel. We've got T-shirts, merchandise. Yeah, Zombie by Nature, Zombie Chronicles. Message us for details. And you can check out our website, www.nxtglobalproductions.com, for our workshops online. Anyone who's kind of, teetering, if you want to get into the film industry, if you're kind of not sure, this is a great intro into it. Production 101 is a great intro to it. So,
and tune in for season 2 of Zombie Chronicles, where Professor Dawley's gone on a diet and is no longer wearing super tight shirts, probably, if he comes back. He did a sit-up.
He did a sit-up. Okay. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much for being on today with me, Fawad, even though we had technical difficulties. So I'm going to go back and listen to this and see what I missed. All right. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Look out for tomorrow. We're just getting started. All right. Thanks. Bye. A tight green. Oh, man. That's funny. You're funny. All right. Bye, guys. Peace and zombie out. I like that. I'm going to take that. Thank you. Bye.